Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell from the title of this video, I am going to be doing a story time kind of thing. So I just wanted to give you a little update on my life because I have changed a lot recently these past few months since the last time I filmed. As you guys can tell from my last video, if you guys watched it, I did an organization on my makeup in my new house, and that is because I recently moved. I moved in with my now fiance. He proposed to me on my birthday weekend when we were in Chicago on the pier, and it seriously took me by surprise. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm engaged now. I don't have a boyfriend. I will never have a boyfriend again. I'm now gonna have a husband whenever we set a date on our wedding. So I don't work at Victoria's Secret anymore. I quit. I had to quit in October. I was there for 4 years. It was just time for me to finally just go into my dream career that I wanted. I am now a microblading technician, so I wanted to do something into beauty just because I'm in love with the beauty industry. So I'm now a microblading technician and I love it. I seriously love it so much, and yeah. But we had to move because of my fiance's career. He upgraded what he wanted to do, and so I moved with him and we have a house together. So yeah. But anyway, let's get into the video of how I found out I was pregnant. So let's just get into that so I can shut up about my life. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. What am I doing? Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so how I found out I was pregnant. How I didn't know I was pregnant. I don't know what I'm naming the title of this video, but let's just say I didn't know I was pregnant. If you guys know that TV show that was on TLC, I don't know if it's still on air or not, but I legit felt like those girls. I always judged those women on how they never knew how they were pregnant. Like, how do you not know you're pregnant? That kind of thing. However, mine's not that severe. Like, I found out not that far along compared to like what that TV show like portrays them. So let's just get into the video. Okay, so how I didn't find out I was pregnant. So my life was pretty simple. Me and my fiance, we didn't live together clearly at the time, and so I would always drive up to him. He would always drive up to me. We lived an hour away, long distance, as some people said, but I didn't think an hour away was really that long of a distance. But so we had that long distance thing and just living our life. People who fall in love. We clearly didn't use protection. I was not on birth control. He didn't use a condom. We just did the, you know, pull-out method kind of thing. So we weren't preventing it, but we weren't just expecting for it to happen, you know what I mean? And I'll get into why. How it all started was I'm just living my life, hanging out with my friends, drinking, partying, going to bars, all this kind of stuff. Pretty much all the routines that I was doing. I did it not quite often, but enough that I'm just like, oh my god, I need to calm down kind of thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was just living my life, and I went to my mom's house because I only lived like a mile away from her, and I went to her complaining about some abdominal pain, and it was the kind of pain that it was like cramping pains, but on your side. Like, you know how you join a gym and you're out of shape and you just start getting a tightening feeling in your like side because you're out of shape and your muscles are like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? That's what I was feeling, but it was every single day. Like, I don't know what it was. I got confused because I used to work out 2 months prior. And me and my friend would work out nearly every day. We would want to get fit. And then we like quit going. We worked together. and we wanted to work out together, and it was a lot harder to work out together when one's working and the other one isn't, you know what I mean? So I stopped working out, but it was that kind of pain, and so I was telling her about it, and she's like, oh, you never complain about stuff like that, like, I'll set up a doctor's appointment for you so you can get checked out. And I was like, Mom, it's fine, it's just, you know, it's pain that I can handle. So I didn't tell her I canceled it, but I canceled it. And I went to a big party with my friends that week, and I was falling. I was just like putting my body through a lot of stuff, like, you know how girls are when they're drunk, like wake up with bruises everywhere and not know where it came from, that kind of thing. So after that night of hanging out with my friends, I felt that pain again, and I was just like, what is going on? Like, I'm so confused. And I went to my mom's again to visit her 2 weeks after, and after she set up that one appointment, and I was like, damn, my side still hurts. And she's like, well, what did the doctor say? Like, did they give you anything? And I was just like, I didn't go to that doctor's, Mom. I canceled it. She's like, why would you do that? And I was like, I didn't need to. And she's like, well, the pain came back, and so I want you to go again. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And so I went 2 days after she set that appointment, because I was closing that day, so I didn't have to go into work till 1. And so she set an appointment up for me for, I think it was like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So I went in there, and she was just like, tell me the problem, yada yada yada, when was the last time you had your period? And I told her that I haven't had it yet this month. This is May 20th. Normally my period starts in the beginning of the month, if that tells you anything. So I told her that I missed it, but I think it's because I'm so stressed at work. I've been having a lot of anxiety here lately. My body just doesn't feel right. And she was just like, okay. She asked me if I was on birth control, all this kind of stuff, and I told her no. And she didn't really ask me anything else prior to that. She then went on going through my history of my health. Like, I have severe IBS. I don't know if that's TMI to anybody, but I have IBS, and she didn't know if anything was infected from that. And then I had, back in 2014, I had really bad, like, cysts on my ovaries, and so they were very concerned. They gave me like a percentage of the chances I had on having a baby. So in my head, I just, like, we didn't wear protection in our relationship, and I never wanted to get on birth control because I was on birth control one time and it was legit horrible. So I was just like, fuck that. And so when they told me I had a low chance of having a baby, I just didn't think I would. So I wasn't careful with Colin. And so they thought it was my ovaries again. So they wanted to take like blood samples, and they took 5 different blood samples. All of them, I don't know what they were. They were all like letters. Then I had to travel all the way to my to a hospital that was near it, and had to take my blood test there. And then they said they would find out within like 2 hours or so. So I went back home, got ready for work, and I believe, Rudy, stop. I believe I was about to leave for work, and then I got the phone call. Hey guys, sorry, but my camera turned off, and so I have to finish with this kind of lighting because I'm losing daylight. Oh. But anyway, so I was heading to work, and she said the test results came back good, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's good. And then she said, but I just want to say congratulations. And I was just like, why? And she's just like, your test results came back and you are pregnant. And I was just like, excuse me? How am I pregnant? And she's just like, I understand that it's a bit shock for you, but you're about 5 to 6 weeks pregnant right now. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Do you know how much alcohol I have consumed in those 5 to 6 weeks? I did not tell her that, but I was just like, oh my gosh. So I was in shock, and I'm on my way to work, and I'm working with all of my friends, and I just could not tell them. I was just like, they were all asking me, hey Hunter, how was your doctor's appointment? Did everything come out okay? And I was just like, yeah, sure, yada, yada, yada. And I was just like not really talkative and all that kind of stuff. And they can tell that something was wrong. And that night I went to Walmart because I wanted to buy some pregnancy tests just so I can see it myself that I was just like, I believe clearly it was a blood test. So clearly I was. But I just had to see the test results. And the moment that I peed on it and put the stick down, it was already turning into the plus sign. I was just like, holy crap. So yeah, and so I had to take a few days, not only a few days, I found out Wednesday, and then Friday, that's when I told my first person that I told. But I had to take a couple of days to like process it and like understand how my life's gonna be now and understand what I'm gonna have to do. And it was just a big step for me that was happening way too fast because I was wanting to have a baby, hopefully. But when I was like 28, 30 was when I was wanting to have my first baby. And so when I found out those news and I was only 22, I was just like, oh my God, I don't think I'm ready. And so Friday is when I told my older sister Taylor, and the way I told her, it was kind of cute, but I had my pregnancy test in a Ziploc bag, and then, sorry if you can hear the train outside, but, I had my pregnancy test in a Ziploc bag, her son's pacifier that he's like 4 now, and that I've had in my car since he was a baby, in there, and then, oh, she made me an aunt cup, like not world's best aunt, but something about aunt. It was like a quote, and so I put my cup that she made me in the bag. I was like, hey, here, this is your late Mother's Day gift. She's like, oh, okay. So I gave it to her, and she just started crying and hugged me, and I was just like, oh my God, I didn't expect a reaction like this. And so she was really happy for me. And then Saturday morning is when I told Colin. The reason why I told Taylor first is because I needed to know what all I needed to do, doctor wise, prenatal vitamin wise, all this kind of stuff. And so Saturday morning is when I told Colin, and his reaction was like pretty much like mine. In shocked, he didn't know what to say. He had his sunglasses on because we were about to leave for my cousin's graduation party, and he was just like, he had his glasses on, and I could tell he was crying. I couldn't tell if they were like, oh crap, I'm stuck with her for the rest of my life now and we're about to have a kid, or I'm stuck with her for the rest of my life because we're about to have a kid and I love her so much. I don't know what kind of tears they were, but we'll just say they were happy tears. But yeah, so we hugged it out, all this kind of stuff. I had his reaction, guys. I had his freaking reaction. I deleted it. It was on the camera, and I deleted it somehow, and I hate myself every single day for it. But yeah. So I told him, we spent the day with my family. My brother-in-law hugged me, and my sister's husband. Clearly she told him. And, oh wait, no, we told him that night because I was making a onesie so I can make for Colin, which I had in a little box, this pacifier. I don't know if you can see it or not. It says, I Heart Daddy, the little pacifier. And then she made him this onesie. And I clearly got the date wrong. Not February 2020. She's due January 2020. But yeah. So I FaceTimed my brother-in-law when I told Taylor, because we made that onesie, and we showed him this, and he was just like, that better not be for you, talking about his wife. And I was like, no, it's mine. He's like, what, you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah. His reaction was cute too. So yeah, so that night I told my whole family, which is like my mom and my dad and my little sister, and they were all shocked. They were just like, no way. And my dad hugged me. He was just like, congratulations. Okay, I think I gotta go puke now. And I'm just like, oh dear. And then my younger sister was like hyperventilating because she was so in shock. Me and my little sister are only 2 years apart. And so it was just reality check that we're both growing up. And I'm old enough to have a baby. And she was just like not fully ready for it. Pretty much just like me, I just didn't hyperventilate or cry really that hard. I cried a little bit, but not too bad. But yeah, so I didn't have any of them filmed just because it's my very first baby and it was not expected. So I just didn't really film any of my family's reactions because I just wasn't, it just still was not processed in my head. No, I didn't have any symptoms that I was pregnant besides that pain. I don't know if that's a pregnancy pain or what. I didn't puke. I was 5 to 6 weeks, and according to my app, I should have been puking. Well, normally people start puking or have been puking around that time. I felt perfectly fine, clearly. I was scared because I was drinking alcohol. I was worried how the baby would turn out. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I was just so disappointed in myself, but then again, I just didn't know. And I was terrified. I did make a video of this like 3 or 4 months ago, and it got deleted. It was on my phone. I'm not really good with technology, and I didn't know how to put that video on my computer from my phone. But yeah, so I already made this video and I was crying during that video. I'm not really crying now because I'm excited and she's here almost. And so I'm like already emotionally, mentally prepared for her to come. I'm excited for her to come. But when I made that video, I was still like unsure on like how I'm gonna do this. But I just kept telling myself throughout the whole pregnancy that I need to do this. There was never one thing in my mind how I need to get rid of the baby or I need to put her up for adoption. Never once did that ever cross my mind. The moment I found out was the moment I found out that I could have kids. So that's another thing that emotionally, like, I was just so blessed about. So, oh wow, that's one thing that kind of got me emotional, but anyway, so I just know that me and Colin will be great parents. I just wanted to tell you guys that just because I'll be vlogging a lot more now that she'll be here soon. She'll be here January 19th is her due date. So let's see if she is on time. And it's already December 9th. So we're like 5 weeks away almost. So that's nuts. But yeah, so that is how I didn't find out I was pregnant. Like I said, my symptoms were seriously all the same. I didn't feel any different. I felt perfectly fine. I didn't start puking until I was 12 weeks along, and it was nuts. I hated it. It was horrible, actually. And Colin's not very good with puking, and so it's funny every single time like it comes up like randomly where I just need to puke, and he can hear me because I'm not a quiet puker. He just starts gagging, and one time he almost puked himself, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, babe. My bad. But yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys that just because there's so many unplanned, unexpected pregnancies, and I'm one of them. And for the mothers that are like new and like just found out or have found out for a few months now and it's still like nervous and second guessing about everything, just know that I was also there myself. It's extremely, extremely hard, and it will be a lot harder when the baby gets here. But I just know the moment that she's in my arms is when I'll fully be 100% ready to raise a baby. I'm like 98% right now. I'm not fully charged yet just because she's not here yet, but for the girls who never thought they were ready, you always have an option, but if you're wanting to keep it, it's scary, but just remain calm throughout the whole pregnancy and you'll be ready once the baby's here. Just be blessed, and a baby got sent to you for a reason. Just figure out the reason. I don't know why I was blessed to have one, but I'm glad that I am, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. I'm so excited. But yeah, so that is how I found out I was pregnant. That is my story on how I didn't know I was pregnant. But yeah, so I hope I'll see you guys soon. Maybe in the future, maybe I'll have her in my next video. Who knows? God, I'm horrible at filming, but we'll see. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.